aber nicht in unserer normalen Klasse immer, deutsche Klassenzimmer, sondern in anderen Situationen. Wir lernen via online session. So, children, we are going to learn German, not in normal way, not in the normal classroom. We are doing it online. So I hope you all will stay home, but stay home safely. But it won't be a problem for you all to learn this language safely. So, what are we going to learn today? Our new lesson is Partitzip perfekt. Heute lernen wir Partitzip perfekt. Was ist Partitzip perfekt? Wann benutzen wir Partitzip perfekt? Diese sind unsere Fragen. Wann benutzen wir Partitzip perfekt? Good. So when are we using this Partitzip perfekt? And what is Partitzip perfekt? That is what we are going to learn today. Right. I'm going to ask you some questions. The questions are, now you were there at home for nearly 2 months. So my questions are, was hast du zu Hause gemacht? Was hast du zu Hause gemacht? Hast du viel Deutsch gelernt? Oder wohin bist du gefahren? Oder bist du ins Kino gegangen? Nein. So, what did you do during these 2 months? And did you learn a lot of German at home? And or did you go anywhere? Perhaps for a movie? I don't think so, because in this situation you have to stay at home safely, so you won't be able to go anywhere. But still, now what are we going to learn in these sentences? Here it is, was hast du zu Hause gemacht? Hast gemacht. Und hast du viel Deutsch gelernt? Did you learn German? Bist, wohin bist du gefahren? Here we have used hast and here we are using bist. Bist gefahren. Bist gegangen. Gegangen is participle perfect form of gehen. So, now what is the meaning of these questions? Why am I asking these questions? Normally, if I ask you, was machst du zu Hause? You know the meaning of that. You can understand that because you have already learned. Was machst du zu Hause? What are you doing at home? Lernst du viel Deutsch? Are you learning a lot of German? Fahren Sie? Wohin fahren Sie? Gehen Sie ins Kino? Those sentences are in present tense. I am asking you, are you doing these things? Simple present tense. But the difference between these sentences I have already written is that I am asking about the past. Whether you have done it already. So you have not learned how to talk about the past in German. So that is our new lesson. We call it Vergangenheit. Vergangenheit is the past tense. Past tense, Vergangenheit. Es gibt 2 Teile in Vergangenheit, Präteritum und Partizip perfekt. So, ab heute lernen wir Partizip perfekt. Was ist Präteritum und was ist Partizip perfekt? Das ist unsere Frage. Now, the past tense we divide into 2 categories in German, that is past tense and past participle. Participle perfect is, we can say it's like past participle in English, but you should not think in English or translate it to English, because you will get confused, because German is a separate language. Deutsch ist verschiedene Sprache. So if you think or translate it into English, you will get confused, because the situations are different, that we are using these 2 parts. So Präteritum, if we say, like, it is like come, came, go, went. But in English, to talk about the recent past, we use just simple past tense, Präteritum. But that is that we don't do in German. That is why I am explaining this and telling that if you think in German, English, you will get confused because you will start using Präteritum instead of participle perfect. So that's wrong. We can't use Präteritum like in English to talk about the recent past, what happened yesterday, last week, maybe last year, because Präteritum we use to tell things maybe long time back, or something which has happened in the history, or when we are reciting a story or a fairy tale maybe. That is the places that we use Präteritum. And you learn Präteritum when you are learning little advanced German. And also sometimes we use Präteritum even in the recent past tense. Maybe something happened yesterday or last week. That is when we are writing a report like to the newspaper, Zeitung, article schreiben. Then we don't use participle perfect. Instead of that, we use Präteritum. Because it's schriftlich. Schriftlich means writing. It's formal. Participle perfect is mündlich, immer Sprechen. When we speak, only we use participle perfect. Because it's very informal. Participle perfect is very informal. And the next thing I should tell you is that how important is to learn participle perfect. Because now, why do we learn language? Warum lernen wir eine Sprache? Sprache wir benutzen für Kommunikation, kommunizieren miteinander. We use a language to communicate with someone, to talk, sprechen, unterhalten sich. So, when we are talking with someone, that is the basic need of a language. We write, we listen, all these things comes next, because even for a small child, they first hear and then they start speaking, not writing. So, the basic thing is to speak to someone. So, when we are speaking with someone, when we are sprechen, what sprechen we normalerweise? What are we speaking? Maybe with your friends when now after think that after we started the school again, you all are back and then you all are very glad to talk to each other. So when you all are talking to each other, what do you talk? What do you tell? What do you ask from your friends? You ask, was hast du zu Hause gemacht? Was ist passiert? What did you do? What happened? What are the news? What are the gossip? Like that. So, that means when we are talking, we talk mostly, maybe 70%, mostly we talk about the past, not about the present tense or the future tense. So, not about the future or the present. So, mostly we talk about the past, what has already happened. So, that means to talk about the past, to communicate, to tell the things which you have done, which has happened already, you need to know the participle perfect. That's very important. So, that is the main thing, that you should know the participle perfect. So, you learn a language to talk mainly, and then next, when we are considering about our exams, O-level and A-level exams for both, for O-level exam, there is a huge question with participle perfect. So, you have to know it thoroughly to get that marks. And also, in A-level exam, you know you are getting an email to write. 20 marks you will get for that email. And sometimes, for that email, they give you have to write it to your friend, pen friend, maybe in Germany. So, in that letter, sometimes they give the topic as that you have to write about a holiday, urlaub, or your last year's birthday, a Vista party, or a trip that you went, and Riser. So when you are writing these things to your friend, you should use participle perfect. If you by any chance forgot to use the participle perfect and you write in the normal way, present tense, ich gehe, ich bleibe, like that, then you will not get any marks. Even though you have written 160 words and your letter is perfect, still you won't get any marks because you have used the wrong tense. So that's why it's very important. Mostly they give topics like that to check whether you know the participle perfect. They ask you to write something which has happened in the past. Okay, so that is why this lesson is very important. So now we will learn how to use this, how to make this in a sentence. How are we using participle perfect? That is what we are going to learn. Okay, so good. Here, sind Verben, Aktion. Tanzen, skiing, laufen, spielen, spielen im Garten, Fußball spielen, singen, malen, Basketball spielen und so weiter. So, hier sind Verben. Hier sind etwa Verben. So, wie benutzen wir diese Verben im Partiziple perfekt? Wie benutzen wir Verben im Partiziple perfekt? Das ist, was wir heute lernen. Gut. So, this participle perfect we normally divide into two categories. Es gibt zwei Teilen für Participle perfect. Participle perfect mit sein, Participle perfect mit haben. So, Participle perfect mit sein. That is what we are going to learn first. The verbs which comes with Participle perfect. So, as I told you, this participle perfect is like past participle in English. That means you can't use the verb, the main verb alone. If I want to say something with kommen or gehen, fahren, fliegen, with those verbs, I can't use it alone in the sentence. There should be another Hilfsverb, helping verb. Es gibt ein Hilfsverb in Participle perfekt. Welche Hilfsverben sind da? Manchmal benutzen wir sein oder manchmal benutzen wir haben. So, wann benutzen wir sein? Wir haben das schon gelernt, sein. We have already learned this verb sein. So, personal pronoun. Ich. Ich means I. Du, you all know. It is you, friendly form. Er means he. Sie means she. Es means it. Wir is we. Ihr is y'all. Capital SIC is you in formal, and then simple SIC is they. So these both C, these C we use in the plural way, and this C singular. This is she, this is you, and this is they. And here also we have another you, that is friendly form you. This is formal you. When we respect someone, we use this C. When we want to show our respect, or when if it is a stranger that we are talking to, then always we have to use this C. Or if we are talking to a friend or family or well-known person, then we use do. But you know, for kids, for children, they always use do. They never use C for kids. Right, so for ich we conjugate sign as bin. Ich bin. Ich bin eine Lehrerin. I am a teacher. Ich bin eine Lehrerin. Bist du? Hier. Bist ist a. Bist du Tina? Are you Tina? Ist mein Freund. He is my friend. Sie ist sehr schön. She is very beautiful. Wir sind aus Amerika. We are from America. Ihr seid aus Indien. I am from India. Sie sind Herr Meyer. You are Mr. Meyer. Sie kommen aus Italien. They come from Italy. Sie sind aus Italien. They are from Italy. Like that, normally, that is the normal way of using the sign verb. But here is different. Here we use this sign to build a participle perfect sentence. So how are you going to build? And when are we using sign for a sentence? Okay. Die Verben mit Bewegung sind immer mit sign. That is the category. That is how we categorize sign verbs. The verbs which has a movement. Bewegung means movement. Es gibt ein Bewegung. Aber in jedem Verben es gibt Aktion. In every verb there is an action. So you should not get confused or mix. Like if I say spielen, to play. Spielen is to play. Tanzen is to dance. So when we take these verbs, it also has got an action. Spielen, we move. And tanzen also we move. There are a lot of verbs which has the movement. But that is not the movement we are referring here. Here the movement means Bewegung ist von einem Platz zu anderen Platz. From one place to another place. That is what we call Bewegung. Here, das ist ein Platz und hier ist noch ein Platz. So, Bewegung von hier ist movement. We are going from this place to the other place. Zum Beispiel, as an example, when we say fahren or gehen, fliegen, kommen. So you know the meaning. Fahren is to travel. Gehen is to go. Fliegen is to fly. Kommen is to come. Like that. There are a lot of verbs which indicate some kind of movement from one place to another place. Schwimmen. Schwimmen means to swim. Zurückkommen is to come back. Okay. Gehen is to go, and gehen becomes gegangen. When we want to make participle perfect of gehen, it is gegangen. Zurückkommen becomes zurückgekommen. Fahren becomes gefahren. Fliegen becomes geflogen. Kommen is gekommen. Ankommen is angekommen. Abfahren is abgefahren. Schwimmen, to swim, becomes geschwommen. Einsteigen is to get in to a vehicle. We use einsteigen. It becomes eingestiegen. Aussteigen is to get down from a bus or car or any vehicle. So it becomes ausgestiegen. Steigen is to climb. Gestiegen. Weggehen is to go out. Weggegangen. Reiten is to ride horse. Geritten. Spazieren, gehen. Here it should be spazieren. Gehen. And it becomes spazieren. Gegangen. spazieren gegangen. So that is how we make means you have to by heart this form. Schwimmen, geschwommen, that you have to study. Einsteigen and gestiegen. And next you have to know that it comes with sein, not with haben. That you have to remember. You have to put a mind note that these verbs are with sein, because most verbs comes with haben. Most of the verbs are with haben. Very few words comes with sign when we compare the amount of the verbs in German language. Like maybe 20% comes with sign, 80% goes with haben. So the best thing is for you all to just remember the verbs which comes with sign. You don't have to study all the verbs with haben then. You know these particular verbs are with sign. So you can recognize when you see, because it comes for your exam to recognize whether this is haben or sign. So then you know when you study the verbs with sign only, then you know the rest are with haben. But there is a little special thing I should say, that is es gibt noch besonderes Verben, keine Bewegung. Aber diese Verben kommen immer mit sein. There are some special verbs, exceptions. These verbs, it doesn't have any movement from one place to another place. But still they have categorized these verbs also into sign category. If you are using these verbs in participle perfect, you have to use the sign verb. That is, zum Beispiel, example, passieren. What is passieren? Passieren is, the meaning is to happen. So happen, it doesn't have any movement from one place to another, but we use with sign. It becomes passiert. Normally when we ask, what happened? We say, was ist passiert? Werden is to become. When we make the participle perfect of werden, it becomes geworden. Werden, we say, ich bin gestern 18 geworden. I became 18 years old yesterday. Not me. Right, geboren. Geboren is to be born. It is only with participle perfect we can see this verb. To be born, we say geboren. And then bleiben. Bleiben is to stay at home. Stay. It doesn't have any movement, but still it comes under sign. Bleiben becomes geblieben. Sterben is to die, and we use sterben, gestorben. Ist letzte Woche gestorben. Like that. That is sign. Beispiel Satz. Participle perfect in einem Satz. Now we already learned how to form the participle perfect of a sentence, of a verb, what we should do, what we should remember. You have to study all the verbs, the participle perfect form of the verbs, and then you should know which verbs comes with sign. So now we are going to learn how we are using this in a sentence. Wie benutzt man participle perfect in einem Satz? Okay, hier ist ein Satz. Zum Beispiel, ich bin am Morgen in die Schule gegangen. Hier ist ein Satz, Beispielsatz. Gegangen. This is the participle perfect of gehen. The verb gehen. It becomes gegangen. And here is the Hilfsverb. Here is Hilfsverb bin. Gegangen ist am Ende des Satzes. Und bin ist in zweiter Position in diesem Satz. So, wir benutzen Hilfsverb immer in zweiter Position. Das ist sehr, sehr wichtig. We always use the helping verb bin or sind or seid in the second position of the sentence. And if we are going to ask a question, as you know, the verb which is in the second position comes to the first position. Sind wir gestern nach Candy gefahren? Like that. Here that the question is wer fragt. Wohin seid ihr Wochenende geblieben? Wir sind am Wochenende zu meinen Großeltern gefahren. Ich bin am Morgen in die Schule gegangen means in the morning I went to school. Gestern sind wir nach Candy gefahren. Yesterday I went to Candy. Wohin seid ihr am Wochenende geblieben? Where were you staying during the weekend? Wir sind am Wochenende zu meinen Großeltern gefahren. During the weekend we went to see my grandparents. So this is V1 participle perfect in Einsatz benutzen. Okay, so let's move on to the next section. Temporal Ergänzung means, now you know, when we all are talking about the past tense, sometimes we indicate the time, like we tell, we say just like this, yesterday, day before yesterday, in the morning, last week, last year, like that. We use this temporal Ergänzung to show that it happened in the past. So when these are some temporal Ergänzungen. Am Morgen, in the morning, Nachmittag, afternoon, gestern, yesterday, vorgestern, day before yesterday, morgen, tomorrow, übermorgen, that we don't use for the past tense. Heute is today, letzte Woche is last week, letztes Jahr is last year, like that. Those are temporal Ergänzungen. So when we can use this word in any place in a sentence, but mostly we use temporal Ergänzung in the first position of the sentence, the first place in a sentence. When we use this in the first place, am Morgen, when we take that to the first place, in English we say, in the morning I went to school. In the morning I went to school. After, in the morning, we use I, the person who is doing the action, the subject. But if you think in English, you will get confused and the whole thing will be, the sentence will be wrong. So if we use am Morgen in the first position, in German you have to use the verb in the second position. Am Morgen bin ich in die Schule gegangen. So remember, when we use temporal Ergänzung first, you have to use the verb second. But if you are using the temporal Ergänzung in the third place, it's okay, like ich bin am Morgen in die Schule gegangen. Then you won't get confused. I went to school in the morning, like that. Ich bin am Morgen in die Schule gegangen. So that is how we use temporal Ergänzung in Partitzip perfekt. Right. Now we will move on to the next category, zweite Teile von Partitzip perfekt. Zweite Teile ist Partitzip perfekt mit haben. Wie benutzt man Partitzip perfekt mit haben? Haben. You know the verb haben. Haben means have. Ich conjugate as habe. Du hast, sie es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. You have already learned this part. Okay, so now I earlier explained you that most of the verbs comes under this category because most of the verbs, it doesn't have any movement from one place to another place. These verbs we categorize into two groups, that is regelmäßige Verben und unregelmäßige Verben. Regelmäßige Verben is regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs very easy to form the participle perfect. It is like this. Now machen is regular verb. Machen. We use in the front the this part prefix ge. We use ge, and then we cut the cn and add t. Gemacht. Machen become gemacht. Lernen, gelernt. Suchen, gesucht. Kochen, gekocht. Brauchen, gebraucht. Haben, gehabt. Tanzen, getanzt. These are some examples for regelmäßige Verben. You have to learn all the verbs like this. But here you don't have to by heart the form, because you can make it. You can just have to add ge and then you cut e and add t to the end. So it's easier. Machen is to do, lernen to learn, suchen is to search, kochen is to cook, brauchen to need, haben is to have, tanzen is to dance. Good. Then this is not easy like regelmäßige Verben, unregelmäßige Verben. There is no such rule like we learned in regelmäßige Verben. Just to add ge and cut e and add t, like there is no such rule. These are differently made. So you have to study this. Finden becomes gefunden. Finden is to find. Essen, to eat, becomes gegessen. Trinken, getrunken. Schreiben, geschrieben. Verstehen, verstanden. Sprechen, gesprochen. Sehen, gesehen. Schlafen, geschlafen. These are some examples. There are a lot of unregelmäßige Verben. You have to learn all the participle perfect forms of these unregelmäßige verbs. Regular verbs, you have to study them. You have to know that by heart. Finden is to find, essen is to eat, trinken to drink, schreiben to write, verstehen is to understand, sprechen is to speak, sehen is to see, and schlafen is to sleep. So, hast du das gut verstanden? Das Verben mit haben? Ich glaube, du hast das gut verstanden. Ja, hier sind etwa Beispielsätze. Here are some example sentences. How to use this in a normal sentence. How, when you are speaking, how are we going to say it, the sentence? That something which has happened in the past. Ich habe gestern Hausaufgaben gemacht. So, what is the verb here? Machen. Hausaufgaben machen. You know what is Hausaufgaben machen? To do your homework. Gestern is yesterday. So, ich habe gestern Hausaufgaben gemacht means yesterday I did my homework. Was haben Sie am Wochenende gemacht? What did you do during the weekend? My first question when we were starting this lesson, was hast du zu Hause gemacht? What did you do at home? So like that, here also, what did you do during the holidays? These are the normal things that we talk. So, you know how useful this lesson is for you all to talk in German. Tina hat einen Brief geschrieben. Tina wrote a letter. Here, geschrieben, infinitive form of geschrieben is schreiben. Wir haben am Morgen Tennis gespielt. We played tennis in the morning. Good. So that is some bicycle sets. Here is ein Dialog von Perfekt in Deutsch. I took this from the Perfekt in Deutsch book. Now here you can see this dialogue, and here you can see these parts are in red color. It's because this is the Hilf verb and here it is the Partitzip perfect verb. I will just read You see, what are they talking about now? Here is time zwei Jünger. Beiden sind Jünger. Both are boys. Hier ist ein Mädchen. Denkt. He thinks. That is why it's like this. And this is what he says. And here, this is what this boy thinks. And these are what they say. Right. So I will just read out this to you. Also, ich erzähle dir jetzt die ganze Geschichte. Anna hat am Anfang nur mit Florian getanzt. Ich glaube, sie hat mich gar nicht gesehen. Ich hatte echt schlechte Laune. Aber dann hat der DJ mein Lieblings gespielt. Und in diesem Moment hat er mich angeschaut. Wir haben beide gelacht. Wir haben danach die ganze Zeit miteinander getanzt. Anna ist echt cool. Wann seid ihr denn zurückgekommen? Du hast mich gar nicht angerufen. Tut mir leid, ich habe es vergessen. Und was hast du am Wochenende gemacht? Am Samstag bin ich zu Hause geblieben, habe Musik gehört und Gitarre gespielt. Am Sonntag haben wir einen Familienausflug gemacht. Wir sind mit den Fahrrädern zum See gefahren. Das Wetter war schön und wir sind viel geschwommen. Es war ganz lustig, aber bestimmt nicht so spannend wie bei dir. Okay, now I'm not going to explain the English meaning. It is for you all to find it out. It's very interesting. They are talking about the weekend, what they did during the weekend. So this boy Max is explaining what he did in the weekend. He has gone to a party and he has danced with a girl. That is what he is explaining. The girl is Anna. So you can find the words, difficult words from the dictionary and see the meaning. And here this boy, what he has done during the weekend. It's written here, Musik gehört, zu Hause geblieben, Gitarre gespielt, einen Familienausflug gemacht, Family Trip, und Fahrräder zum See gefahren. Hier sind Fahrräder, sie fahren, wohin fahren sie? Sie fahren zum See. They are going riding bicycles to the lake. So he has gone on a Fahrt tour zum See. They have gone to a bicycle ride to the lake. Und dann, das Wetter war sehr schön. The weather was very nice. Und dann, sie sind geschwommen. Geschwommen is schwimmen. They have swam. Okay, so that is the story. Right, now I would like to do wiederholen, small repeating for you all to know the verbs, how to make the participle perfect of the verbs. And yes, you can see this. Now, this is gehen. We make gehen participle perfect. It becomes what? It becomes gegangen. And this verb is common. All these verbs are with sign which comes with the movement. Common when we make participle perfect. Gekommen. This becomes gekommen. This is the Wiederholung. And this is fahren. Was passiert hier? Was das ist? Fahren becomes gefahren. Spazieren gehen. spazieren, spazieren gehen. Here is spazieren gehen und spazieren gegangen. So I guess you all know what spazieren gehen is. To go for a walk. Schwimmen, geschwommen. Schwimmen, geschwommen. Aufstehen, aufgestiegen, aufgestanden. Aufstehen, aufgestanden. To get up. Einsteigen, eingestiegen. So, if we are doing the normal class, I am going to ask you, I am going to show you this card, the verb, and you all have to tell me the participle perfect of the given infinitive form of the verb. But now it's not practical to do so, so I will do it like this. And these are regelmäßige Verben. I hope you all can see the picture. Right. This is kaufen, the verb kaufen. So kaufen, when we make it participle perfect, it is gekauft. Kaufen is the verb. Reparieren, reparieren. The verb is reparieren. You can see from the picture the meaning. Repariert. Malen, gemalt. Malen is the verb. Gemalt. Telefonieren, telefoniert. Telefonieren, telefoniert. Im Internet surfen. Im Internet gesurft. Fotografieren, fotografiert. Spielen, gespielt. Spielen, gespielt. Kochen, gekocht. Suchen, to search. Gesucht. Tanzen, getanzt, to dance. Arbeiten is to work, gearbeitet. Öffnen, open, geöffnet. Ein Instrument spielen, play an instrument. Ein Instrument gespielt. Warten, gewartet. Okay, there are some more verbs, that is irregular verbs. Schreiben, geschrieben. Singen, gesungen. Schlafen, geschlafen. Lesen, gelesen. Essen, gegessen. Verstehen, verstanden. Sprechen, sprechen is to speak. Sprechen, gesprochen. Trinken is to drink. Trinken, getrunken. Fernsehen, ferngesehen, to watch TV. Okay, that is to practice some verbs which comes with how to make the participle perfect. So you all have to study those verbs, the participle perfect form of all these verbs. There is a big list of these verbs, so you have to study those. Right. So this is exercise Übungen with participle perfect. This is not very difficult. Now hier gibt es, schreiben Sie perfekt, hier gibt es Verben. Aufstehen, fahren, ankommen, abholen, gehen, trinken, auswachen, einschlafen, schlafen, anrufen, erzählen. So here are the verbs. You have to find the meaning of these verbs when you are doing the exercise, and it's very easy because this this verb comes to the first blank, first sentence, and then B comes to the second sentence. Like that. You don't have to, it is not mixed, you don't have to know the meaning and find. You just, here we are checking whether you can form the participle perfect of this verb, and then whether you can recognize whether it is with Haman or Sai. Those are the basic things we are going to check in this exercise. I will do it quickly. Ich bin 6 Uhr morgens aufgestanden. Danach fahren. So fahren is the verb. Fahren comes with Sai. So we have to say here bin. Bin ich mit dem Taxi zum Bahnhof gefahren. So here we have to write gefahren. And then nach 7 Stunden Zugfahrt, ankommen ist with Sai. So bin ich in Braunschweig angekommen, arrived dort. Hier abholen ist with haben. Habe mich meine Freundin abgeholt. Zuerst, then comes gehen, it is with Sai. Sind wir in ein Restaurant essen gegangen. Zu Hause, then comes trinken, it is with haben. Haben wir noch eine Flasche Rotwein getrunken. Danach habe ich noch meinen Koffer ausgepackt. I unpacked my luggages. 12:30 bin ich todmüde eingeschlafen. I was dead tired and fall asleep. Heute bin ich lange geschlafen. Heute habe ich lange geschlafen. Here comes habe. Schlafen is with haben. I slept a lot. And then am Nachmittag habe ich meine Mutter angerufen. Anrufen ist mit haben. Habe ich meine Mutter angerufen. Und ich habe, erzählen ist also mit haben. Habe ihr von meiner Reise erzählt. Here the participle perfect form of erzählen is erzählt. So here comes erzählt. So you all have to do this exercise alone, line. Du sollst diese Übung allein zu Hause noch einmal machen. So, das ist unser Unterricht heute. Und wir haben Partitzip perfekt gelernt. Partitzip perfekt ist eine sehr, sehr wichtige Grammatik. So, ich glaube, alle haben diese Grammatik gut verstanden. Wenn du eine Frage hast, dann kannst du diese Frage in unserer WhatsApp-Group schreiben. Dann ich kann noch einmal deine Frage erzählen. So, this is the lesson of Partitzip perfect. It's very important. This lesson is really important for your exam. So I hope you all understood this well. But still, if you have any questions to ask, you can WhatsApp me to our group these questions, and I will help you all with the questions to understand more clearly. And in our website, I have sent exercises with the Partitzip perfect exercise with this lesson, Partizip Perfect. Lot of exercises are there. I hope you all will do those exercises. So, bis morgen, auf Wiedersehen. Till next Monday. Auf Wiedersehen. Cheers.